Hi guys, so we are going to do a little bedtime routine, just a short and sweet practice. So we're going to start in a seated position. You can use your hands to get the fleshy bits away from your sit bones. You can also use a cushion or a blanket. If you want to here, you can fold over the blanket and bring it underneath your sit bones, and it just helps to tilt the pelvis forward, gives you a bit more space in the hips. So wherever you are, just find a seated position that's both alert and relaxed. So try to relax the hands onto your knees or in your lap. And start by taking a few deep breaths, just bringing yourself into the present moment. Letting go of your day. Letting go of any stress or anxiety that has accumulated throughout the day. Feeling the contact between your body and the ground. Feeling the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders relax back and down. Your chest is open. And your gaze is soft on the back of your eyelids. And starting by tipping the chin down towards your chest. And starting to make some circles with the head and the neck. Inhaling as you lift the head up and back. Exhaling as you tip the chin forward and across your chest. Slow, mindful movements. And then going in the opposite direction. And coming back to center, reaching the arms up overhead. Reaching with the fingertips, softening the shoulders down. And then bring your right hand down to the mat beside you. See if you can walk the fingertips a little further away. And reach that left arm up and over. Rolling the top shoulder back, opening the chest. Deep breaths into the side of your body. Inhale to draw back to center. Exhaling to the other side. Right arm reaching up and over. Notice if that right sit bone wants to pop off of the mat. See if you can press it back down. At the same time, see if you can reach a little more through those fingertips. Inhale, coming back up. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing the hips. Plant the soles of your feet onto the mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press through the hands and the feet to lift your hips up away from the mat. Open the chest. Maybe release the head back if it feels good. Reverse tabletop. Deep breaths. Last breath. And slowly lower back down onto your bottom. Coming back into your cross-legged position. Reach the arms up overhead. Palms face forward. And then start to hinge forward from the hips, keeping that length in your spine, bringing the hands all the way down. Relaxing your head down. Breathing into any tightness that you find in your hips or your lower back. Starting to walk the hands back in. And then you're going to switch legs, so taking the unfamiliar cross of your legs, the one that feels a little bit awkward. And then reach the arms up. Same movement, palms face forward, hinge from the hips, reach through the fingertips to come all the way down. This is not the sound Sinking the hands back in. Bring the knees together, plant the soles of your feet on the mat, wrap your forearms underneath your thighs, and rest your head down. And lifting up the head, set your feet to one side and come forward into a tabletop position. So if your knees are feeling a little sensitive, you can bring a blanket underneath the knees. Find your tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the wrists, starting with a nice long spine. And then we're going to move through some cat-cow tilt, so tilting the spine backwards and forwards. So as you inhale, starting from the tailbone, tilting upwards, arching the back, roll your shoulders back and gaze out in front. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale to arch the back. Exhale to round and curl. Inhale, open the chest, sink down through your knees, through the palms of your hands. And then exhale, press up away from the ground, rounding the spine, squeeze the air out of your body. And come back to a neutral spine, bring the big toes together, bring the knees out wide, sink your hips down to your heels, reach the arms forward, and rest your head down. Allowing your hips to sink down towards your heels, maybe stretching the fingertips a little further forward. And just checking in with the quality of your breath and the quality of your thoughts. Releasing out any negative or heavy thoughts on the exhale. And then slowly lifting up the head, lifting your hips away from your heels. You're going to come to sit back on your bottom. Remove the blanket out from underneath you. And come to lie down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And release the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms up in line with your legs. And just make some little circles here with the ankles and the wrists in both directions. And then coming into happy baby, grabbing a hold of your big toes or the outer blades of the feet. Start to draw the feet out wide, bend the knees. Try to draw the knees down towards the ground. Maybe you take a little rock from side to side. And then releasing the feet, knees to chest, arms out wide in line with the shoulders. Lower your knees down to the right, coming into a spinal twist. And to secure yourself into the position, you can bring that right hand to the outer left thigh. 3 deep breaths into the belly. And inhale, knees back to center and over to the left. Again, securing the outer right leg with your left hand. Breathing into the belly, giving all your digestive organs a gentle massage. And slowly returning to center. Squeeze your knees into your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins. Lift your forehead to your knees. And then release out into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Bringing the legs out, feet out to the edges of the mat, arms by your sides, palms facing up. So your chest and your hips are nice and open. And feeling the breath starting to slow down, becoming more shallow. Feeling the weight of your body sinking down into the mat. Feeling the cool air as it enters the tip of your nostrils. And the warm air as it leaves your body. Allowing yourself to feel completely supported by the ground beneath you. Nothing else to do and nowhere else to be. That you would like to stay here a little bit longer, then stay here. When you've had enough, you can start to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. Start to breathe a little more deeply. And reach your arms up overhead, bring your legs together, stretch out from tip to toe. And bend in the knees, bring the soles of your feet onto the mat. Roll over onto your right side into a fetal position. And then slowly guiding yourself up into seated. Trying to keep your eyes closed and your awareness turned inward. You're going to rub the palms together in front of you, creating some heat between the hands, and then bring your hands over your eyes. Just absorbing the heat through your eyelids. And then rubbing palms together. Bring your hands onto your chest. And bringing hands together into prayer position, bow your chin down towards your chest. Namaste.